I forgot to mention that I got this cool ass bag from the movie theater I went to for free just because I watched the damn movie. Hell yeah. And I forgot to mention when we were in the movie theaters when we were leaving it, you know what song was playing? That fucking the Doja Cat song. I was like, "Ooh, he's the devil, the devil," and it's like, what the fuck, man? It's like the movie theater was made for Chainsaw Man to raise the arc, you know. And when the car was heading home, you know what was playing? Jack by the song artist Hardy, and you know what Hardy was singing? He was all like, "Oh, the devil, the devil, the devil." And it's like, what the fuck? Wait a minute, wait a minute. And I did cry. I will say I did cry. I just watched
I
did cry when she
the
died.
Chainsaw Man movie, the Raze arc. I'm kind of speechless, actually. I've been trying to like create some thoughts for myself here. Animation is top notch for this movie, though. I think it's one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. Actually, actually though, I'm so giddy because of how good the movie was, and I'm actually a big Chainsaw Man anime movie fan, and I can't even speak correctly. I'm a big Chainsaw Man anime fan. Haven't seen the manga at all, so excuse me if I say things that might be wrong in the future, but I'm a big Chainsaw Man anime fan, and this movie is so good. It is actually so good. So I'll be recording throughout like the day or the next day, however long it takes me to formulate my thoughts, to actually speak my thoughts here, because I don't know, I'm gushing over this movie. Actually, now that I'm realizing, I keep thinking about the symbolism in the movie with the moth and the spider, right? The moth is clearly Denji, and Reize clearly is the spider. But the interesting thing about that symbolism, like it's obvious, right? It's obvious it's representing Denji and Reize, but oh my god, if you look back at it, and I'm glad I'm mentioning this now because I might forget it, but if you look back at it, the spider never fully entangled the moth. The moth was stuck in the spider's web. The spider was about to tangle him up, you know, as spiders do, and eat him. The spider doesn't eat the moth. Like that's beautiful. That's a beautiful play on like the imagery here. It is like when you see a spider eating the moth, it's like, oh, okay, that's obvious. That's obviously representing the predator and the prey. But it's like it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different in this scene. It's very, very creative, and I'm like I said, I'm loving this movie. I'm gushing over it so hard right now, and and the animation is, like I said earlier, the animation is beautiful. I did like the callback where Reze at the beginning of the movie when we see her, where she goes from, she's walking. You see her walking like the path from the telephone booth to the cafe, and at the end of the movie, you see that happening. Oh my god, it's so good. It really is beyond my capability of speech to even give this movie all of its praises. I'm I'm serious about that. It's so good. I'm honestly, I wonder how old Reze is. I gotta check that up real quick before I say anything about that. Okay, so she's around 17 apparently, according to Google, around Denji's age. And I was about to say, finally, Denji has found someone who is actually of age. Let's go. Not his fault, by the way. He's getting manipulated by Makima. That is very unfortunate. I think it's very, very unfortunate. Man, oh my goodness, the movie was so good. Honestly, the movie did pose an interesting question, I think. Why do they want Chainsaw's heart? Why do they want Denji's chainsaw heart? I'm genuinely curious there, because I think if I have to take a guess, right? Pochita is probably making some moves in his prime. You know what I'm saying? But when Vegeta was a devil, he was probably making some crazy moves in his time. Either against devils or for his own purposes that just so happened to not go along with like what the devils like to, I don't know. Is there like a social, are there social statuses and like roles in the devil society? I don't know if there's even a devil society, just like some sort of social structure amongst devils, right? Or is it just like a hierarchy of power? And Chainsaw, Vegeta just happens to be up there, and that's why they want his heart. The simple answer could be, they want his heart for revenge, right? When I hear like a Typhoon Devil talk, like go like when she was fighting Denji and Beam, it felt like she was angry at Chainsaw. The way she would scream out chainsaw, like, and I'm gonna fucking murder you, Chainsaw. You're done. Like in my mind, I can't help but think that's very interesting, right? That's very interesting. It could be a revenge thing, or it could be like the simple answer, they want his heart so that whoever the devils may be working for, if they're working for anybody, can become overpowered and rule the world. Maybe it's some other random thing, some crazy thing. Chainsaw Man is a weird. I know it's super weird as an anime, as a manga, as a movie. I know they're all very. It's a very weird medium. It's a very weird piece of media. I love it to death though. But because it's weird, I can imagine some weird direction this story is going, where for some reason they need the heart of Chainsaw Vegeta. They need Vegeta, the heart, to revive the god of devils or something crazy like that, right? Can you imagine that? I wonder if there's a god devil, right? That's scary. Can you imagine that? There's an angel devil. So it would make sense to me that there's a god devil. That would be very, very interesting. We look at Beam, and Beam knows a lot about the Chainsaw Devil, and Beam worships the Chainsaw Devil. And there's earlier, like right when we get introduced to him in the movie, at least, it's said that the reason the reason he's so into him might be because they're kind of similar looking, when they're in their forms, which I could kind of see, right? That could kind of be like the funny trope about it, but I feel like it might be something deeper, that the Shark Devil or Shark Fiend, whatever, fucking knows, right? But I don't know. I really don't know. Oh my god, it's so interesting. It's so interesting to me. It really is. Oh my god, I loved when I watched Chainsaw Man with my friend. That it was peak. It was peak in my mind. It was funny. It was good. It was enjoyable. It was interesting. And then this movie comes out. It's fun. It's enjoyable. The animation's great. It's solid, right? It's very solid on all fronts. I think like if there was any problem I had with the movie, it would be when the whole Typhoon fight with Beam and Denji against Typhoon Devil. I could not. Maybe it was the movie theaters. I don't know. Maybe just bad ears. I could not. I could barely hear what Denji and Beam were cooking up sometimes when they were fighting the Typhoon Devil, but it was doable. So I think that would be my only problem with the movie. I think, and other than that, most I think other than that, tiny ass fucking detail. Right? Wouldn't this movie be 9.9 out of 10? Maybe a 10 out of 10? An A plus? An A plus damn movie. One of the best movies of all time. Since it's such a solid movie, right? I don't know. I've been struggling here with the movie so much. It's hard to say. It is interesting though that this if I already forgot his name, but if the guy who's like the guy who trained Power and Denji,
if that guy is correct, and Reze is a part of some sort of like Soviet Union experiment, I think that's very interesting because I'm pretty sure, right? In the movie, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's the bomb devil. That's the bomb devil, right?" I don't think so. Well, kind of partially. I partially don't think so. I like, you know how some people make contracts with the devils, right? And in order to have power, right? And that scene with the Typhoon Devil and that weird guy who likes killing devil hunters, right? That weird murderous guy, right? That was see that contract there, boom. Or that could be seen with the future devil and Aki, right? But then I look at Reze and I'm thinking, well, she's clearly human, but she also clearly is not a fiend, in my opinion. I don't know, in my opinion, she's not really a fiend. I feel like if she was a fiend, wouldn't something be showing? Maybe I'm wrong here, but like we have nope, not Makima. We have fucking Power with her horns, the angel devil with the wings and the halo, the fucking beam. The right beam has a fucking shark head going on there. Like you can tell a fiend by some of their features, right? I don't think there's a fiend that we haven't seen where it's all like, oh yeah, that guy looks human enough. Reze doesn't have any features other than like the shit around her neck, right? But you know who else has like some sort of shit that activates their fucking devil form? Denji, right? So it's like that's like the obvious there, right? That Reze is similar to Denji. I wonder how the Soviet Union experimented on her to be able to put the bomb devil within her. It could be that Denji and Vegeta. I haven't seen the anime in a long time. I'm probably gonna be like rewatching it this weekend because I love it so much. And something about like what Denji said, like how Kobeni, like every woman he meets is trying to kill him, right? Which I think is very interesting, right? Because he groups Makima in there. So does he know that Makima wants him for evil purposes? Because I've like I said, I've seen the anime only, not the manga, but like I at the very least I know that Makima is clearly evil. I think anyone could tell that she's evil and and manipulative. What her goals are, I couldn't tell you. Obviously not to kill Denji. I feel like she could have easily done that with her fucking powers, dude. She's crazy with it. Fucking rats. It's rats now. Like in the anime, she fucking like moved her hands together and fucking squished everybody to death. And now she has rats. That's interesting. Honestly, it's very interesting. I wonder what contract she's made or what contracts she has made because Aki has a contract with the future devil, right? And I imagine he still has a contract with the fucking wolf devil or whatever the fucking wolf devil is. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I'm very curious. Honestly, I'm very, very curious what contract she has. For the most part, yeah, Makima's evil, but Denji also says that Koveni tried to kill him, and the only time I think that would have happened was possibly in the hotel episode where they were trapped by the fucking, I forgot his name already, the fucking hotel devil. It's not the hotel devil, but the fucking guy that trapped them in the hotel, right? I think that's like the only time Koveni would have ever fucking tried to kill Denji. And Himeno, or is that how you say her name? She was also shown as one of like the people that tried to murder Denji. So and I'm trying to remember. Did she try to kill him during that scene where she's like super drunk and like trying to do some bad shit to Denji? Did she try to kill him in that? I don't remember that at all. Right? Like Power though, I don't know. I don't remember Power being in that scene where Denji's all like, "Everyone wants my chainsaw hair. Everybody I just came to a realization that every woman I've met has tried to like kill me, right? Power, I would understand. Power did try to kill him. Oh man. So I get Power. Honestly, I'm actually shocked they killed off Reze like that. I mean, I guess I don't know. Should I have known the moment that she decided to head to the damn cafe? Should I have known that she wasn't gonna make it? I feel like maybe I did know. Like in my heart of hearts, I knew. Man, wow, that made me tear up. It did. Wow. Honestly, W relationship. Honestly, probably the best relationship they both have ever had. You know what I'm saying? Oh wow. She was powerful though. Genuinely, I'm shocked Denji actually managed to win against her. I mean, he fucking lost twice. I mean, basically, right? Shit. Oh, wow. Wild. Honestly, pretty such a good. Every fight in the anime was so good. Even like the tiny one, Reze versus fucking serial killer, that was cool. And her singing in Russian, obviously alluding to the fact that she's a Soviet Russian experiment. I wonder though what like her role was though, because like clearly some devils are colluding together to take Denji's heart, but why? Why? And it is interesting though, because the fact that Reze actually mentions the two running together, right? How like them running together would have never happened because Makima Makima has got a collar on Denji, right? Does that mean that like she was still thinking about it? She was still thinking about running away? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It was wild. Honestly, the fact that God, I mean, Reze loved him. Reze loved him by the end of it. She knew her love. She knew her love for him. She finally realized it right near the end. You know, even she said, "Oh, I trained myself to blush." Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You not even now, no way. Like Makima, I can imagine somebody who has trained herself to cry. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I'm like maybe she did actually cry in that scene where the Denji and her are watching the movie and she's actually crying. And I honestly I wouldn't put it past her if she faked cried, feigned cried in this damn watching that damn movie, you know? I really wouldn't be surprised. Trying to manipulate Denji because like Denji's reaction to her not crying or laughing with movies that made people cry or laugh, he thought it was cute. He thought it was cute. Like, oh, it's so cute. It's so cute, right? I don't know if Makima did actually cry though, and not fake it. I think there's a very interesting theme then about like you can't fake real emotions, real deep emotions. If Makima didn't fake it, there's an occurring theme, right? Because Reze couldn't fake her love for Denji. She had actually fallen in love with him, and Makima can't fake that deep emotion she's feeling when she seeing this old woman and this man hugging in the movie. She really can't fake that at all. And so she cries. And she doesn't try to hide it, right? She doesn't. She doesn't try to hide it at all. Honestly, it's very, very interesting. I don't know what that means for her. What am I supposed to get from that movie? Fucking creator of Chainsaw Man. What am I supposed to get from Makima crying in that scene? Right? Does she yearn for companionship? Right? Then why I don't know, why act this way with Denji? Like you're clearly like you know what he wants. And you're using that to you're using him for whatever purpose. And I'm just thinking why like I just why what do you want? What do you want, Makima? Who are you really? What side are you on? Are you actually on the side of humans, right? Are you actually in the safety division to protect humans, Makima, I don't believe it. I don't believe you. I don't trust you. As far as I could throw you, lady. Those are my thoughts in my mind. Like, if this is a scene showing us real emotion from Makima, what in the world does it mean? What does it mean, dude? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, if she wants companionship, why isn't she going for it? You know? Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's like something deeper. It's hard to say. It is interesting though that she talks about movies the way she does. Is that like a genuine interest to her? Maybe. I could kind of see that as a thing because it's like clearly Denji didn't make the plan to watch 10 fucking movies. He was bored of all 9. He didn't really care for all 9, right? Or was it more movies than that? Was it fucking 12 movies? Or I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? All the fucking movies, right? In the world did not care for him until the last one, which was super deep. Like they're saying, oh, apparently this movie's supposed to be complex. People don't really get it though. And then Denji cries and Makima, cries. Makima cries. It's like, does she actually think that way with movies? Like, well, a lot of movies could be good dog shit, but if one movie change your life, if like one movie can, out of all the dog shit fucking movies, one movie can change a life. Does she actually mean that? I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe she is a big movie fan. I could believe it. I could believe it, but it's hard to say. It really is. The song Iris Out, I had that fucking shit. I had that shit as I feel like that song came out maybe around, was it before even the movie came out? I'm not entirely sure, but I had that song. I know I had that song on my playlist for a while now before I even watched it. I was all like, oh shit, I don't remember the song being in season 1 at all, but I know it's a Chainsaw Man song and it goes hard, so I'm gonna keep put it in my playlist. I had no clue it was the intro for the Chainsaw movie, though I probably could have guessed. Just wow. Honestly, it felt like one long ass Chainsaw Man episode. I'm all there for it. Like it felt like there could have been multiple episodes. Like this could have been a whole season, maybe not a whole season. That's a bit much because a lot of stuff probably would have been happening in between. Not that stuff wasn't happening in between, but like, what I'm talking about. You get it. You've probably seen Chainsaw Man if you're watching this. Man, wow. Power is I love Power so much. It's sad that they like sidelined her for the whole movie. Like they made a good reason for it, I guess. And it also adds to like the lore. Makima is limiting Power's power. I know they say that like when she drinks too much blood, she just becomes like, she has, her ego is too much. Her ego is too dangerous. But obviously, like with more blood in her body, Power would obviously be more powerful. Too strong for Makima to control. Honestly, Power coming in at the end there though, I think it's great. I think it shows like I feel like it shows the type of bond her and Denji have. Like, they're not like the world's greatest fucking friends ever. They're not gonna be all like, oh yeah, we're friends, we're the greatest friends ever. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna start singing songs together and dancing together. Sometimes they do that, don't they? But like you can tell like the way they were staring at each other in that moment. Like I can't help but think like maybe Power knew that like Denji was going through some shit. Just the way they were staring at each other in silence for that scene for a little bit just had me thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. And maybe Denji like sent something back, and so he decided he was gonna fucking mess with her and eat the fucking bouquet of flowers. Goated anime. Actually, though, I love Aki too. Aki did great. Honestly, I knew he was going to save the Angel Devil. I never doubted it for a second. The moment I saw them be in a situation where he would have to, the moment, like the singular frame where that showed them, showed him grabbing onto a pole and her fucking getting sucked out, or him, my bad.
I instantly knew. Oh my god, he's gonna have to touch her. Oh my god, holy shit. He's gonna have to touch the angel devil. 2 months though, losing 2 months isn't that bad. I mean, 2 months really isn't that bad. I mean, for him it is, but for the most part, I think it shows his character. Even though he's all like, man, fuck these devils, these devils fucking suck ass. The fact that he fucking saved the angel devil, I mean, it's just not black and white for him. It really isn't, probably because he's been influenced by people like Power and Denji in his life. I think it's pretty fucking beautiful. Their friendship is so strong that his beliefs have been changed, and he's willing to risk 2 months of his life. I mean, he didn't know, but it could have been any amount of time. It could have been all of his fucking life. It could have been his entire fucking life gone in that moment, and he decided to fucking save her, save him. Fuck, and that's fuck. And then the way he just says, he didn't, just if you're gonna die, do it far away, because I do not want to see somebody die in front of me again. I do not want to see that anymore, honestly. I mean, Reze has a point though. She has killed a lot of people, and probably a lot more than what we see in the movie. So like, it is a little weird. That situation's a little weird, and even Denji knows it's a little weird. But like, it's just, it's what, I don't know. Did she redeem herself? No, no. I don't think she redeemed herself, but like, she's not a hated character, right? I don't think anyone, like, I don't like, no, I don't think anybody who has like seen Chainsaw Man, right, from season 1 to the movie will be like, oh yeah, I fucking hate Reze. Fuck Reze. Reze sucks. Right? Maybe, she did manipulate Denji, fucking ripped out his tongue and cut off his arms multiple times, and killed a lot of fucking people, destroyed a lot of the city. It is possible that there are people out there in like the Chainsaw Man community that really hate her from just this alone. And I mean, I'd be shocked, because fucking Power exists, and I have no doubt in my mind Power has a crazy high kill count of humans. I have no doubt in my mind about that, honestly. And not to mention, like, when we meet Power, she also does something similar, right? Kind of manipulates Denji. It wasn't really hard to manipulate him, because, dude, not much manipulation was needed. They just so happened to have been forced into a situation where they would be together because of work, and she used that to her opportunity to fucking bash him on the head and feed him to the bad devil. But in my personal opinion, if you love Power like I do, and forgive her for fucking doing that to Denji, then you could easily forget or forgive Reze, in my opinion. Like, I think it's really weird if you don't. I mean, you do you though. That's your opinion. I haven't seen anything like that, because I haven't seen a single spoiler for the movie, actually. And if anything, I honestly, if there was a spoiler, I was like wrong, because I genuinely thought Reze was the War Devil, right? Or had the power of the War Devil, whatever, not the Bomb Devil. So that was a shock to me, because I knew Reze as a character existed. Right, that's all I knew, that she existed, and I knew, or maybe I heard something. I don't remember how I knew this information, but I thought Reze was going to be the War Devil, not the Bomb Devil. So yeah, her being the having the power of the Bomb Devil was very surprising to me as well. That was about like the only spoiler I got, and it was like incorrect. But, like, all I knew is that Reze existed. Maybe that her existence was a spoiler. But it definitely didn't ruin the movie for me, because it's like if I knew like Kobeni's car existed, and then like oh shit, the fucking whole anime is ruined for me now, because I know Kobeni's car existed and it's about to crash. I know about that. I do know about Kobeni's car crashing and Power crashing it, because it's a very popular meme. There's no way I was gonna avoid that, but I'm not crying over it. It's very funny. Same thing with me knowing that Reze existed, because like that's just about all I know.
And now I know so much more. And honestly, she's goated character in my opinion. Even though she's kind of evil, and she kind of killed like some Division 2 fellas that were very cool, and very close friends to Aki. But for the most part, I think she's pretty good, a pretty good character, and I liked her. Yeah, well, like I said earlier, though, 9.9 out of 10 for me as a movie. I'm probably never, like, if it comes out and it's available for me, I'm probably never gonna watch it ever again. Like, I would have to forget everything about it, type shit, if I were ever thinking about watching it again, because that's just how it's like when you play a game for the first time and it's like the most beautiful masterpiece ever. That's what this is for me, in my opinion, because I don't really watch anime movies. Like Demon Slayer, that movie came out. I didn't watch that. I don't even watch Demon Slayer. Right? I don't watch anime movies like that. I mean, maybe like Naruto. I watched some Naruto movies, and then there's some Studio Ghibli movies. No, it is Ghibli. Studio Ghibli movies I've watched, but that was like when I was a kid. So like watching the Chainsaw Man movie, a movie like that is honestly, I mean, the Bleach movie. I watched some Bleach movies, but like it wasn't in theaters. This movie was in the big screen. That was a first for me. An anime movie being on the big screen. That was a first for me. And I loved it so much. I actually did love it so much. Every aspect of it was phenomenal. So 9.9 out of 10 for me, really. Yeah. Like if you want to, dislike if you want to, and subscribe if you want to. Peace.